Okay, perfect. Can you see the red light switched on? Yes, I see. I confirm that I see. Okay, perfect. Thank you to be here with me for this interview. And of course, I have a lot of questions for you. And the first one is about the social entrepreneur. What is for you? Okay, so from my point of view, being a social entrepreneur means be open-minded and also work by myself. So, for example, from my point of view as a psychologist, I'm not only interested in earning money and also about wellness, but it's also about communication with the patient because I have to know how to communicate with them. And also do a secretary job because somebody can contact me by WhatsApp, by email, calling me. And of course, I have to take care about my answer and answer in a professional mode. And also taking care about my financial statement because I have to take care about how much I earn every year, about my job. So it's not very easy. And also I have to think about the positive point of view to being a social entrepreneur. That means that I can plan my activity, my job, when I want to work, and also make me feel more creative because I can have more new ideas and I can also work with another person. But this is always a negative point of view. One of these is that I work alone, so I have to take care about everything by myself, also if I feel tired. Okay, perfect, thank you. The second question is about your social entrepreneur. I don't know if you are alone, with a partner, and when you started and why you started your business. About why I started my business is because I have 3 degrees. The first one in graphology, the second one in psychology, and I have also a master in psychology. So, of course, when I finished my degree in 2007, I did a state exam in 2010, and I started my business. Of course, when we are young, we think about to find a job that has a contract that can help us having day for holidays, day also of illness, always paid. But unfortunately, in Italy, psychologists, deaf or hearing is not a difference. When we start working, we need to start our business. And even if we are doctor, we need to open our VAT. So we need to start our business, our social entrepreneur. But I work it alone, but I also have some collaboration, but not in my business. So maybe if I need of a psychiatrist because a patient is need, so I have to call one. Or maybe one person need of a speech therapist, I can call one to collaborate. But in my business, is always only me. Okay, perfect, thank you. Then, when you start your social entrepreneur, you work as a psychologist, okay? And at the beginning, the first moment, how you start? Somebody gives you money to afford some, I don't know. Try to explain. Oh, this is a good question. I grew up as oralist because I always been with hearing person. I can listen well, I can speak well, so... And sometimes I had some difficulty about following the communication because I'm always deaf. So sometimes I had to ask, please repeat, and this is the moment where I don't use the sign language. And at university I discovered that there is the sign language. Yes, I know that there are a community made by deaf, I know everything, but in 2009, so the year before that I became psychologist, I was thinking about what to do, in which community I should stay, in the community deaf, the community hearing. So was really an hard moment because, of course, my family is hearing, but they don't know nothing about deafness, about sign language. So I started asking about some person from the CNR, some deaf person about the community. And at first, before Facebook, there were an internet website calling Vlog 33, and was, I think, provided by Loud, I don't know, I'm not sure. And it was something like a newspaper or a blog with information about the deaf community. And I saw some advertising on the right part of the website, so I said, why I don't start to talk about my business? So I wrote that I am a graphology with my email, with my phone contact, but they were very surprised. They say, but please, send us a video of presentation in sign language. But I was really ashamed for this because I wasn't good in sign language, so I was only oralist. I say, okay, I start with a writing presentation, then maybe later a video I can send you. I said, okay, maybe. Laudo say, okay. And in this moment I think, okay, if I start with talking about my business, what would happen later? I said, okay, I will send everything, and 1 week before, I started with a lot of emails, maybe with National Association of Deaf, Regional Association of Deaf, asking me for having about training, about something, speaking about a lot of different arguments about psychology. And I really wasn't ready to do this because my sign language wasn't well. So for 5 years I was only studying to become a psychotherapist. So I really don't do nothing with deaf. But after these 5 years I started because I feeling ready, and I learn better sign language. And I always talk with some deaf person. So I decided, and there were I think maybe the Deaf Association from Taranto asked me about speaking in a meeting about Women's Day. And I accepted without thinking more than one time. So this was my first meeting, and I started doing a lot of meetings everywhere in Italy. And it was a new experience, strange experience, but really happy experience. And I demonstrated that I'm a psychotherapist, graphology, and I can speak two languages. I'm bilinguist. Yes, this is normal. Of course, when you start your activity, you can create a network. And now I think that thanks to this experience, you have a large network and everybody know who are you, that you are a psychology, a graphology. So I think this is really good. And of course, the importance now is that we have to demonstrate in Italy that deaf can be the protagonist. Yes, and I also want to say that the National Association for Deaf is like a family, is really a very important association, and is also professional, is really a very, very good association. Okay, now I will ask you about your business, so your job, and how you can manage your financial statement, how you earn money, and if you have a suggestion. Okay, so my suggestion is that my job is really particular because being a psychologist, psychotherapist needs to be creative because I have to decide in which area I have to job, maybe the juridical one, maybe the one about young children, maybe about adults. So I have to decide. And I think it very well about my strategy to earn very well, of course. And I decided to take part into association. Of course, the one about deafness. And the other one is related to the hearing person and about a person with dysgraphia. So, of course, the person that has dysgraphia are hearing, so I had to manage two different situations, the one with the deaf and the one with the hearing. And I can do both of them. And this also gives me the possibility to work more, to earn better, because I can work with deaf patients. They can be deaf that use sign language, deaf with the cochlear implant, deaf that are oralists. And I can also with hearing person with dysgraphia and speaking with the parents that are hearing. So this give me a possibility to work with everybody, because I want to feel more professional, to become really professional. Okay, so this is a good idea, because you decided to work in two different worlds, we can say. The one with a more visual language, so the sign language, and one with the spoken language. And of course, this make you the possibility to earn better, starting with your business, with your studio. So, of course, this is better. And of course, also there are different areas of work. So, if you want to give a suggestion to a young person that is interested to become a social entrepreneur, you can say this. Okay, now we start with the last question. Okay, it's the last one. Okay, you can try to imagine if a young person wants to start his own business. You have a suggestion for him? Maybe to help him to become a social entrepreneur? Okay, this is the last question, is correct? Okay, so I had to answer very well. Okay, when I started my job, of course, I learned a lot of things. I also did something wrong, but I also learned a lot in these 10 years. And when I started with my projects, my ideas, I never stopped. What means this? For example, maybe I saw that in a moment I wasn't earning very well. Okay, I started with a new project, a new idea. For example, about graphology. Then I started psychologist. Then I was looking for new ideas, and I found a new activity. So about my personal life, I love tango, and tango make me feel relaxed and help me to reflect. I started with a tango therapy, and a lot of deaf persons take part in this class. It was tango without music. So that means that it is very important have always new idea, new original ideas. And this will stimulate a lot of customers, a lot of patients. So always take part in your business, never forget your activity, and be always creative. I know it's not easy. So it's very important, be very well in reading, in taking information everywhere. And also, it's very important, believe in yourself. This is the secret, believe in yourself. At the beginning, really, I never thinking about become famous. But at the end, yes, I'm really, really happy for this. Yes, this is true. To be powerful, there are some secrets that you said. So maybe your secret is your suggestion, and can be adapted for all the areas, all the business. So thank you very much. Thank you for the interview, and now we can close. Thank you very much.